Hello, dear students. I hope you're excited to solve the multiple choice questions of Act 2, Scene 1 of Julius Caesar. So, first we will be listening to the overview of the scene and then we will solve the multiple choice questions. I give you an overview so that before your examination you can listen to this overview as a form of revision and solve the multiple choice questions and then attempt your examination. So, in the beginning of the scene, Brutus is torn between his love and admiration for Caesar and also for the betterment of Rome. So, he says, I have no personal grudges against Caesar, but if it is in the best interest of people, then Caesar should die. He says, just like how in sunny days cause poisonous snakes to come out, if we give the power to Caesar, evil things can happen. He also says that everyone knows that an ambitious young man uses humility as he's climbing the ladder. But once he reaches at the top, he could turn his back on his supporters and scorn the people who helped him to get up there. And therefore we should treat Caesar like a serpent's egg. Once it is hatched, it could be dangerous, just like how the other snakes are, and therefore we should kill him in the shell. That is when Lucius brings a letter that he found written for Brutus. In that it was written, Brutus, wake up, rise, why are you sleeping? Look into yourself and speak, strike and redress. Brutus, you are sleeping, be awake. Brutus says that he hasn't slept well since the time Cassius has turned him against Caesar. And the conspirators come to meet Brutus. They have pulled down their hats up to their ears and their cloaks have buried their faces. So Brutus tells to these conspirators, don't hide your face, but hide your intentions in smiles and friendliness. Because even if you expose your true face, hell itself would not be dark enough to keep you from being found and stopped. Cassius tells Brutus, let's take an oath. So Brutus says, no, we shall not take an oath. He says, if we are not motivated by our own cause, then we should not go ahead. The bond that we are Romans and have said our word is strong enough. And then they decide against taking the oath. Then Cassius suggests, let Antony also be killed along with Caesar. And then Brutus denies, saying our actions will seem too brutal and bloody. If we cut off the head, which is Caesar, then the limbs, which is Mark Antony, will be helpless. He says, let us be sacrificers and not butchers, Cassius. He says, gentle friends, let's kill Caesar boldly but not wrathfully. Let's carve him as a dish fit for the gods, not hack him as a carcass fit for dogs. And Brutus says, once Caesar dies, then Mark Antony will only be grieving for Caesar and he will prefer sports, fun and friends. After that, Cassius says, I'm doubtful whether Caesar will come to the capital today or not, as he has grown superstitious of late. But Decius Brutus says, I will bring him to the capital through flattery. Though he says he hates flattery, he is the one who is the most flattered. Then the conspirators exit and Portia enters and says, please share what is disturbing you or affecting you. I thought it was a bad mood which was temporary, but now I know something is bothering you. But Brutus denies. Then finally Portia gives a voluntary wound on her thighs and says, I am strong enough to bear this. So please tell me what is bothering you. I am your wife and I deserve to know. Brutus says, I will share the secrets of my heart, but someone has come and I will let you know shortly. And Caius Ligarius comes and he says, I don't know what task you have for me, but I am satisfied simply by knowing that Brutus leads me on. Now let's start with the multiple choice questions. The first question, where does the starting scene take place? A. Brutus's orchard. B. Caesar's home. C. Streets of Rome. or D. Unknown location? Second, what reason does Brutus give that he would have to kill Caesar? A. Personal reasons. B. Brutus himself wants to be in power. C. Because he is convinced by Cassius. Or D. For the general good of Rome. Third, what situation does Brutus compare crowning Caesar to? A. A sleeping beast waking up. B. A bright day causing poisonous snakes to come out. C. A poisonous spider climbing up the ladder. Or D. None of the above. Fourth, what fear does Brutus have that Caesar would become after crowning him? A. Abuse his power and separate himself from compassion. B. Treat Romans as servants. C. Become too powerful to be controlled by Brutus. Or D. Both B and C. Fifth, lowliness is young ambition's dash. A. Power. B. Strength. C. Ladder. Or D. Resource. Sixth, when the ambitious man reaches the top, what will he do? A. Turn his back on the people. B. Forget who helped him succeed. C. Scorn the base people. Or D. All of the above. Seventh, if Caesar's position is furthered, his character will fulfill these predictions. Hence, we should treat him like dash. A. A monster capable of destruction. B. Two-faced individual who is ambitious inside. C. A serpent's egg that could grow like its kind. Or D. Tyrant king who will abuse his power. Eighth, who found the paper flint that was thrown through the window? A. Brutus himself. B. Lucius. C. Lucilius. Or D. Titinus. Ninth, which light does Brutus use to read the letter found near the window? A. Meteor's whizzing light. B. Moonlight. C. Candle that was lit by his servant. Or D. The first rays of the sun. Tenth one. What does the letter say Brutus is doing when Rome is threatened? A. Just watching and doing nothing. B. Forming conspiracy. C. Sleeping. D. Supporting Caesar. 11th, what does the letter ask Brutus to do? A. Wake up. B. Look at yourself. C. Speak, strike and redress. Or D. All of the above. 12. Since when has Brutus not been sleeping? A. Since Cassius first turned him against Caesar. B. Since Caesar won against Pompey. C. Since he received letters. Or D. Since the time of his dreams. 13. Brutus says, between the acting of a dreadful thing and the first motion, all the interim is like dash. A. An impatient period. B. A hideous dream. C. A scary period. Or D. A suffering to the soul. 14. Why didn't Lucius recognize the men with Cassius? A. It was dark. B. They covered themselves with cloaks and hats. C. They weren't from Rome. Or D. Both A and B. 15. What does Brutus say should be done instead of hiding their faces? A. Find a dark cave and hide there. B. Be bold and fight. C. Be confident of their actions. Or D. Hide their true face behind smiles and friendliness. 16th one. Brutus tells the other conspirators if they went ahead and exposed their true face, what would happen? A. They would be stopped. B. They would be killed. C. Erebus won't be dark enough to hide them and they would be found. D. The conspiracy would be a failure. 17. Why is Brutus against taking an oath? A. The suffering of soul and time's abuse should be strong enough reason. B. The motives should carry enough fire to ignite the people. C. Verbal honesty that Romans have spoken is stronger than oath. Or D. All of the above. 18. Why does Metellus Cimber want Cicero in the conspiracy? A. His mature presence will convince others to support them. B. Cicero is a strong-willed person. C. Julius Caesar trusts Cicero and hence he will be a good addition to the conspiracy. Or D. All of the above. 19. Why does Brutus not want Cicero included? A. He does not give a reason. B. He will not follow what others have started. C. He is not trustworthy. Or D. Cicero is more loyal to Caesar. 20. To cut the head off and hack the limbs. Who is referred to as limbs? A. Caesar. B. Roman officials. C. Mark Antony. Or D. Commoners. 21. Which among these reasons does Brutus not give for denying to kill Antony? A. Our actions will seem bloody. B. Antony is not as loyal to Caesar as he seems. C. If Caesar is killed, Antony can only hurt himself by grieving. D. They will be perceived as sacrificers and not butchers. 22. Let's carve him as a dish fit for the gods, not hew him as a carcass fit for the hounds. Who says the following lines? A. Brutus. B. Caesar. C. Cassius. Or D. Mark Antony. 23rd. Why does Cassius doubt if Caesar would come to the capital or not? A. His wife Calpurnia is very superstitious and will not let him go. B. Mark Antony will convince Caesar to not go to the capital. C. The soothsayer will restrict Caesar from going to the capital? Or D. Caesar himself has become quite superstitious? 24. Who goes to convince Caesar to come to the capital on the Ides of March? A. Marcus Brutus, B. Cassius, C. Decius Brutus, or D. Trebonius? 25. How will the person who will bring Caesar to the capital say will convince Caesar? A. By stating facts that Caesar's presence is important in the capital. B. Through flattery. C. Through humor and fun. D. By offering him the crown. 26. Who does Metellus Cimber suggest that doesn't like Caesar and they haven't thought about him? A. Lucilius, B. Trebonius, C. Caius Ligeris, or D. Cinna? 27. How did Brutus respond when Portia asked him what the matter was? A. He ignored her. B. He confessed to her his worries. C. He angrily waved his hands and stamped his foot. D. He pacified her that there was nothing to worry. 28. What was Portia hoping was disturbing Brutus? A. A temporary bad mood. B. He has been affected by some serious disease. C. The conspiracy against Caesar. Or D. All of the above. 29. What reason does Portia give to not believe when Brutus said he was sick? A. He did not look physically sick. B. If he was sick, he would embrace means to get better. C. If he was sick, he would confide in Portia. Or D. Portia would know if Brutus was sick. 30th question. Brutus says, "You are true and honorable wife, as dear to me as dash." A. My love for Rome. B. My love and faithfulness to Caesar. C. The blood that runs in my sad heart. Or D. Both A and B. 31. How does Portia finally try to convince Brutus to share his secret? A. By making a wound on her wrist. B. By kneeling in front of Brutus. C. By making a wound on her thigh. Or D. By begging him to tell her. 32. Who says, "I am not sick," if Brutus have in hand any exploit worthy the name of honor? A. Caius Ligeris, B. Metellus Cimber, C. Lucius, or D. Cassius? 33. What does the above person say when Brutus says he has an exploit in hand for him and if he has a healthful ear to hear it? A. I discard my sickness. B. You are like an exorcist who has raised my mortified spirit. C. Say the word and I will tackle all kinds of impossible tasks. Or D. All of the above. Okay, I hope you have written all the answers in your notebook. Here is the answer key. Please correct your answers. Don't forget to watch the line by line explanation of this entire scene. It will be a revision for you, and I think it will help you remember what you have already studied in school. I want to end this video by stating a beautiful quote. There are 5 important things for living a successful and fulfilling life. First, never stop dreaming. Second, never stop believing. Third, never give up. Fourth, never stop trying. And fifth, never stop learning. So keep practicing, keep studying well, and you will definitely get the fruits of your hard work. God bless.